Hey guys, and welcome to another video. In today's video we'll be doing our debt update. So I'm just going to get my principles from my budgeting planner here and we are going to get straight into the video.
Do you wanna come along with me? Come along with me. Do you wanna? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, get it right. Gonna keep on running, grab the fun and live it light. And tomorrow's far away, should I let the party fade? And we ain't got nothing, gotta do something, let us go tonight.
So here we are with our debt tracker. In the last debt update video, we did update the credit card debt amount, debt 2 and debt 5, which is here. So we just need to update debt 3 because this is the only one we didn't update. And then what I'm going to do, I wanted to do a separate video to show you guys my debt payoff plan. But because this video is not going to be long enough, I would just include the debt payoff plan towards the end of this video because this is just going to take me a few minutes to do. So we've got our debt 3 and we made a payment on the 22nd of September 2021 and that was for 38.18 and our previous balance was 1,145.21, so 1145.21 minus 38.18, that leaves us with £1,107.03 right there. So we're just going to put that into the balance section here. So that's £1,107.03. Okay, so that's our update for the tracker. Everything else has been updated. If you want to see the previous video, I'll link it across here in the corner so you could go and check that out and see where we're coming from. Everything's coming down nicely, but we still have a long way to go. All right, so let me just get everything set up and I'll be back for us to film our debt payoff plan. Hey guys, so now I'm set up and ready to go into my debt payoff plan. So this is going to be sort of an informal video, very chatty, so do get your coffee, get your biscuit, get a snack and just follow me along on this journey. Now I do want to start out and say this debt has been following me for a while, okay, but over the last year and a half I did incur additional debt because I renovated the flat that I'm renting to make it nice and comfortable for my son and I. I did explain this before, but for those of you who are new, I just want to reiterate that so you guys could know where a bulk of the debt came from. Now, I did take some time out and I went through all of my creditors to make sure that all of my accounts were up to date. They were up to date, but I just had to double check the figures, the balances and stuff like that. I'm going to just be filling out this form and then eventually I will transfer this onto a printable when I do get time, or I will actually transfer it onto my Excel spreadsheet, to be honest. So I'm just going to do it out in rough on this notepad that I've got here. And I do apologize in advance for the camera going in and out of focus. Okay, she's not cooperating very well today. Right, she will go in and out of focus, but I do apologize in advance for that. I do need to invest in a different lens where the focus is a bit more consistent. Anywho, let's get into it. So I'm just going to fill this in as I would any normal sheet. And like I said, this is a sort of informal video, very chatty. So I'm going to go at the top here and I'm going to put my debt payoff plan at the top. Now, it's very good if you're a person who's got debt, or even if you've got a saving goal, whatever it is, you always need to have a plan, because I always feel that without a vision, the people will perish. And this is actually a biblical verse as well. So if you've not got a vision for what you want to do, any life goals, any sort of long-term goals that you want to achieve, but you're just speaking about it and you're not actively working towards it, there's no point, because you're just going to end up not doing anything, and time surely is moving, and I don't want to be stuck in the rut of this debt. Now, I do have a debt payoff planner app that I use, and according to that app, at the rate that I'm going, I would be debt free within 4 years and 3 months. So that's around December 2025, okay? And I don't want to be carrying around that debt for 4 years, 3 months. So what I decided to do, I decided to break down my payoff goal to 2.5 years. Now, this is absolutely ludicrous because I'm on a low income, but I do want to show you guys that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. We will have to reduce a lot of things. We will have to sell a lot of things. We will have to do a lot of things to get here, but it is possible. And I just want to document my journey to encourage other people in my position, whether you're a single mom, single dad, just a single person in general, whatever it is, whether you're a married couple, whatever your situation is, whether you have a family or you don't, that you could pay debt off. It's not as hard as it looks. Once you've got a plan in place and you break things down, it is more easier for you to digest it and work towards getting these things paid off. I'm gonna start with my remaining debt. So the total amount of debt I've got overall. Okay, I've got about 7 debts, different types of debts, and I want to start with the remaining debt. Now, this is my second time filming this video. Fingers crossed this goes to plan. So my remaining debt, I'm going to just write in this corner here. And I'm going to go in with a red pen and I'm just going to put it down as £13,067.24. Okay, and it was initially £13,029.30, but I did check my student loan and that has gone up, so I had to amend everything accordingly and just do my calculations accordingly. So I've written that in. Now I'm going to go down here with my payoff goal. So I'm going to put my payoff goal just here. And I said I want to pay off in 2.5 years. So I'm going to go in with a different color pen just so it stands out to me. And I think I'm going to type this up nicely and keep it in my planner so I could sort of see where I am at. And 2.5 years is roughly 30 months, okay? So I'm just going to put 30 months below here, just so I know that's how much it equates to. All right. So I'm going to be real, I'm going to be very honest, I'm going to be brutal with myself, and I'm going to be writing my figures in, and we're going to work out a payment plan. Some of them are already on a 0% interest, majority of them, and they've got their own payment plans, so I won't be adjusting those. But for the others that I want to kind of get paid down, I will be doing those. So just keep watching and you'll see what I'm doing. So I'm going to be going in by using the avalanche method, okay? So that's the method I'm deciding to use, and that's by paying off the debt with the highest interest rate, or any debt that's got interest on it. So that's the route I'm taking this time around. You guys know I've been a debt snowball gal, but now I'm sort of turning the heat up a notch because I need to get this crap paid off so I could live my life, save money to buy my house, and do what the hell I need to do. Like I said, I'm going to be brutally honest. So some words might come out of my mouth that's a bit questionable, but just stay focused. Focus on the sheet and we're good. So I'm just going in with different pens just to make it a little bit prettier to look at, you know. Not that debt is pretty to look at, but you know what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to put my debt here. So I'll list all of my debts. Then across, I'm going to put the amount owed. Across from that, I'm going to put my payoff period. And then across from that, I'm going to put my monthly payments. Okay, so those are my little headings. All right, so I'm going to start with the first one. And like I said, I'm doing the avalanche method. So I'm paying off any debt that's got an interest on it first. Now, my biggest one will be my credit card because I want that completely paid off because that's actually on my credit report. And I feel like if I could get that paid off sooner than later, it would work out in my favor. So I'm just going to list that as 1. Okay. And this is the credit card. Our current balance on that is £2,012. Now this does get some interest added onto it. It's got a part that gets interest added on, maybe about £700 to £800 gets interest added on, and then the remainder is sort of just like a payment plan situation where you get a fixed monthly fee charged to it, which I explained in other videos. I will link videos in this corner right here if you want to check those out. Now, my payoff period for this, I wanted to pay off by the end of this year, and I looked at the amount and I was like, there is no cat in hell chance I'm going to be able to pay this off within the next 3 paychecks. It's not going to happen. So I decided to be realistic and give myself 8 months to pay off. That's my goal. I'm aiming to pay off before the 8 months, but I want to be very realistic and put 8 months here so that I'm working to something that's feasible for me and my paycheck. All right. So my payoff period will be 8 months. These figures will be in months. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing, I've got my calculator here and I'm going to be putting 2012 and I'm going to divide that by 8. And then that's going to be £251.50. That's how much I need to make towards the credit card every month for the next 8 months. We're not going to include October's payment because we've already done the budget for that. But going forward, that is what we're aiming to do. So £251.50 is our monthly payment goal. Like I said, we will try to pay more if we can and get this paid off in less than 8 months. But for now, I feel like this is doable for me. All right, so £251.50 we've got there. I also want to say I checked my credit card the other day, my statement, and I went all the way to the bottom and it said between the 5th of September 2020 to the 4th of September 2021, I've spent over £5,000 on my credit card. Like I said, guys, I renovated the flat and all that kind of good stuff. And clearly, as you can see, the amount is no longer at 5,000, if that makes sense. But it includes purchases that I made within that time free period. And I'm like, wow, that is a lot of money. That is almost like my yearly salary. Ridiculous, right? You don't really see how much you're spending until you actually sit down and start combing through your statements. And then it sort of gives you an aha moment and you start saying to yourself, I cannot continue to live like this. So this is why I'm trying to elevate myself and get into the mind frame fully to pay off my debts. Okay, I feel like I just need to just get on with it and just get them cleared out. Do bear in mind, I have paid off debts before, but I just feel like I need to get these done again, completely cleared off, so I could focus, I could have a clean slate, and I could start new challenges when it comes to my finances, and I don't have to worry about making payments towards my debts, whether they're 0% interest or whatever it is. I just want peace of mind, okay? I'm not saying that I don't have peace of mind at the moment, but I'm just saying I do want to get these debts paid off. So that's just what this whole situation is. The next one we are going to be paying down, that's got an interest. You will notice the figures are a bit less for the first two compared to the third, but the first two are the ones that's got interest on them. Now, I did check my student loan, as I said, so I'm just going to put this as number 2. And my APR on my student loan, my percentage was 2.6%. But when I went back and I just checked it about 30 minutes ago, it's gone down to 1.5%. So I don't know what's going on. So I said, you know what, I need to really get onto this student loan and start paying it while it's at that low interest, just in case they decide to, you know, swing it up high again. So that's what my intentions are. So student loan is currently, I thought it was £2,913, but it's gone up to £2,950. So that's £2,950, 63 pence. I'm going to be paying this off within 30 months, okay? My goal is to pay this off within 30 months. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to put 30 here. And we are going to get our figures done. So we've got 2950.63. And we're going to divide that by 30. And that gives us 98, whoops, sorry, the glare from the light. That gives us 98.35. So I'm just going to round that off to £99, okay? Just round it off to, let's just put it to 100. Let's just put 100 and just get it, you know, because we still have to bear in mind that interest will be added. So we'll just put it at 100 there. So we're going to put down number 3. And these are all real numbers. Nothing here is made up. So number 3 is debt 1. I've not been making payments to debt 1, but my plan is to start making those payments eventually. But I do need to get the credit card cleared off, because I feel like once the credit card is cleared, the money that I'm putting towards the credit card could go towards these other debts, you know what I mean? And everything will just sort of work its way out. So debt 1, we are currently at 3,320. All right, and the payoff period is going to be 30 months. And like I said, I'm being realistic here. We want it to be paid off in 2.5 years, and I feel like that could be done on my low income. So we're going to put 3320, and we're going to divide that by 30 months. So that's 110.66. So we're just going to round that off to 111. We just put 111. Now we've got debt 2. So number 4, and we've got debt 2, and that's currently at 1,800, so 1,800. Now I did check what time was left on this, and we've got 24 months left, and we are currently paying £75 on that. That's just what the repayment is, and I'm not going to change that unless, you know, I see a need to. I feel like that's okay for me. Now we've got debt number 4. and that's £1,235.49, and I intend to aim to pay this off within 30 months, which is 2.5 years, guys. So 1235.49 divided by 30, that's 41.18. So we're going to just round that off to £42. Then we've got debt number 3. And that's £1,107, 3 pence. And this has got 29 months left. And the payment on that is £38.18. Then we've got number 7. And this is debt 5. And that's £642.09. And this is 21 months. And it's $27.91 that we're paying. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a different color pen and I'm going to put an asterisk near the credit card and the student loan, because these are the ones with interest. Okay, these two are the ones with interest. So as you can see, this number here is higher, and usually with the Avalanche you will start with this one, right? But technically you're supposed to start with the one with the highest interest. So this has got the highest interest, and then this has got the second one, and then these are just the others. Now my plan is, like I said, I'm being realistic here. I'm not going to be paying all of these every month, because let's add up the total, okay? Let's put a total at the bottom, just so we could sort of see where we are. So let's go in at the bottom here. I still want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's write it here. We're going to add up this and then we're going to add up that, okay? Those are just the totals there. So we know that this amount should equate to the 13067, but let's just add it up just for, you know, adding it up sake. So let's start with 2012 plus 2950.63 plus 3320 plus 1800 plus 1235.49 plus 1107.03 plus 642.09. Okay, so we've got £13,067.24. All right, there you've got it. Ooh, the lighting too bright. There we go. £13,067.24. That's the total amount. And then in this the monthly payment amount, we're going to add those up quickly. So I'm just going to start at the top there and work my way down. So we've got £251.50. Then we've got 100. Then we've got 111, 75, 42, 38.18 plus 27.91. So that's 645.59. All of the monthly payments amount to. And this is a lot of money to be paying every single month. So obviously, we have to be realistic. Like I said, we don't have this kind of money sitting down, okay? We don't have this kind of money just at our disposal to just throw at debt every month. So my focus will be to pay the credit card off completely first. And I will still be making payments towards debt 2, debt 3, and debt 5. Because those are the ones that you guys see me paying on my debt tracker. Because these are all on my credit file. So I do need to make sure that I pay them. Now I'm just going to put an asterisk next to the bits that I know I've got to pay. So I'm going to put the asterisk in a different color. Right? So we're going to be paying these. We have to pay that. Then we also have to pay this one, this one, and this one. So there's 4 of them that we're focusing on. But what I want to do, I want to get in a position where I've got extra money or something that I could start putting towards the student loan. Even if it's as little as £10 or £20, it makes the difference. So once this is completely paid off, all of this is completely paid off, I could then take this money and start putting it towards this and this, you know? So this is 251, and in total here we've got 211. So if we could get 251 to pay for this, and we've paid all of this off. Now these two combined are £211 flat, okay? So we will still have £40 left. So that £40 that I've got left, look at my tactic, could go towards paying for this. Do you see what I mean? So then we're adding the other 3. So we're adding 1, 2, 3. Boom. Do you understand? It's amazing. I'm telling you guys, like when you sit down and you get into your head and you get your calculators out and you just start letting your brain go to work for you and you're serious about becoming debt-free, write everything down, be realistic. 2.5 years is my goal, but it might take me 3. God forbid, I don't want it to take me 3, but it might take me 3, but that's still less than 4 years, 3 months. Do you understand? My goal is 30 months, sorry, but it might take me 36 months, but it's okay. It's okay, you know, there's no wrong and right way. It's just having it written down. I know I've got this written down. I could type up a nice little sheet and have it there and then just start working towards it. Have this in front of me when I'm doing my budget so I could know, okay, these are your priorities, Gracia. You know, these are what you need to pay off. Try to focus on this one first, then put the extra money towards the other debt, and then everything will start coming down. So you see, like when I start taking everything down, it would make a lot of sense, isn't it? It would just start coming off. The debt will just start coming off and you're going to be like, oh my God, why did I not do this earlier? So that's my goal. That's my debt payoff plan strategy. I want to be very accountable, so this is why I'm documenting it here. And I do want to encourage other people to do it as well if that's something that they want to do, and we could all do it together and we could all become debt free. It will take some of us longer, it will take some of us shorter because of the amount of money that we owe. Not everybody owes £13,000. Some people owe less, way less. Some people might owe more, you know, but don't be put off from it. All you do is just add on your payoff goal. Make your payoff goal 5 years or 7 years. Make it a goal that's feasible for you. But if you've got high interest cards, I will say to try a balance transfer credit card or something that will work in your favor. I did try to get one, but I wasn't eligible, unfortunately. So that's out of the question for me. So this is my plan. This is what I intend to do going forward. When will I start? You guys will see when I start. I will announce when I'm starting and stuff like that. You do know that I'm currently paying these. So these are these 4 with the plum asterisk. They're current payments I make every single month. But with my finances sort of up in the air at the moment, you know, with a little pay decrease from my wages and stuff like that, I do need to be mindful as to how I'm spending and where I'm putting all my money, and also I'm trying to save for my son's future and all that kind of stuff. So it's a bit of a tight ship that we've got here, but it is possible, guys, and this is just my payoff plan and strategy. I hope that this video helps you. I hope it encourages you, and I really do hope that it makes sense to you as much as it does to me. If you like this video, subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. Give the video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family who are on a debt-free journey and they can't see a way out. Using this simple technique will help. They don't have to do the avalanche method. They could do the debt snowball, but I feel like I want to start chipping away at the interest debts and getting those out of the way. And 2 years is a long time. Well, 2.5 years is a long time, but I feel like starting, laying down the foundation and constantly going at it would help me to get to my goal quicker, and it would do the same for you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Wanna shake that ground, wanna break away.